Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Community Health. We have 8 locations to serve you better. Our staff is dedicated to help you and your family. Here's your host, Vicki Soule.
Good afternoon and welcome to Community Conversations. We're delighted that you've turned your dial to this radio station and are going to participate in an active listening conversation with 2 of my favorite people in the whole world, Barbara Ford and Wilfred Hart. Now, we're going to tell you about something that is brand new. They are wild on wellness, which, of course, I love too. So welcome, Barbara.
Thank you, Vicki. Always wonderful to chat with you.
Absolutely. And this is going to be at your facility, correct?
It is. It's a community event that's free of charge in partnership with the school district, but open to all ages in the community. Called Wild About Wellness, and it's October 22nd. It's a Saturday, 10 to 1, and lots of cool things for people to come check out there, which we can talk about.
Yes, we will. And Wilfred, you're the liaison between the school district and the rest of the community.
Yes, ma'am.
And a little birdie told me that you have been chirping about us doing something outside of the confines of the school and involving the school district in this Wild About Wellness.
Absolutely. I had an opportunity one day. I said, you know something? I had an opportunity to visit Environmental Learning Center, and I fell in love with the place. And, you know, I'm on the board of TCCH and some other boards, and I just felt that we have a greater need than what we realize. And we need to do it a lot differently than just medicate folks all the time.
Yeah, the mental health issues are certainly enhanced and melt away when you're outside in the environment,
Yes,
particularly such a nice environment. Barbara, for people who haven't been to the ELC, could you give us sort of a general description of what it is we're talking about?
Sure. So the Environmental Learning Center is a 64-acre Lagoon Island campus, and it's located right at the western foot of the Wabasso Bridge, and we're kind of tucked back in there. So if you don't know we're there, it's easy to miss us. But, you know, there is a sign right there on 510. You turn there, it'll bring you right to us. And there are all kinds of walking trails through the mangrove forest. We have
and
nature
a dock
art
that goes
exhibits.
out past that as well, right, to the lagoon itself?
We have actually 4 docks.
4?
So we have one, our longest one goes to our pontoon boat. So we do pontoon trips pretty much every day of the week during season, 3 times a day.
Wow.
We do canoe kayak rentals, homeschool programs, field trips, adult speaker series. We do nature walks, canoe, you know, I think I said the canoe kayak rentals, but also you can do a guided trip for that with a private group. So, you know, we also have our Discovery Station, which is where our aquariums, touch tank, and lots of our critters and learning opportunities are. So we really have things for all ages there. And when Wilfred came out, you know, he recognized the magic of the ELC and said, we need to make sure that our school families and teachers, all of the staff, are connected to this place. You know, we got to make sure that they know about it. And
64 acres is a lot of land, and you have trees, so shady spots, open spots, and you have one section, as I recall, that's got low amount of water. It's not the full lagoon, get in up to your neck, that the kids can get in with little fish nets and see what's inside the water.
Yep, we call that the pond, and it does connect right to the lagoon, but that's where we do a lot of our activities with our younger kids, the pond dip netting, so they can catch, you know, the smaller type creatures living in the in the lagoon there and bring them into observation containers, learn about them, and then we let them go.
Catch and release in the littlest ones.
They love it. I mean, hands-on, feet wet. That's what we're about. But, you know, a lot of people have probably heard about the research that's out there about the benefits of nature immersion on our own human health and wellness. And so that's what we're trying to showcase at this event, Wild About Wellness. And so we've partnered with the school district, and they've gathered a lot of their community partners that they work with, like the Mental Health Collaborative, Mental Health Association, Treasure Coast Community Health. We have about 15 different partners that are going to have information, tents, and activities out there at our new Pavilion Oval. And then guests will be able to enjoy the entire campus complimentary that day as well.
Well, now your pavilion is new, and many people have not seen that. So is it like the gingerbread pavilions that are at Riverside Park?
No.
In a word, no.
It's not.
Cross a picture with words.
It is a metal half-domed roof, so it has kind of the Fibonacci principles, the golden ratio found in nature is how it was designed. It's actually air-conditioned. There's a catering kitchen and a room where a performer or a group might use. And then the stage itself can hold 100 people. And then the grassy oval can hold up to 1,000 people. So you can have an event right on the stage, or you could have a performance on the stage and the audience in the oval. So it's really versatile. We've used it a lot of different ways already for our own functions, private functions, festivals. And so we hope the community comes out and really just another way for the community to use our space.
And
she's been very generous right now. But if you had been there when they had world-class performers there, when they dedicated, the sound system, the everything about that stage, that pavilion is like top quality.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I was not able to come out for the dynamic opening. And are you having an official ribbon cutting?
We are on November 2nd. People can come out at 4:00. That's the Indian River County Chamber sponsored ribbon cutting. And then we'll invite you right over to the main campus following that for an artist meet and greet with some refreshments and music, and enjoy
very nice,
some socialization and some great nature art by our local artists, because we do have 2 rotating nature art exhibits year round. So those are constantly changing. So there's a lot that we do that people aren't aware of, and we appreciate working with the school district to help connect people in the community to their ELC.
And at one time you were having, and this was pre-COVID obviously, there were a lot of field trips going on from the schools out to the ELC.
Yeah, we have a contract with the school district, and all of the 3rd and all of the 4th graders from the school district come out. The 3rd graders do, it's called Splash 3, and the 4th graders do Lagoon Days, and that's been going on for over 30 years.
Wow.
The ELC began almost 35 years ago in partnership with the school district and the county. And,
I had no idea.
Our early visionaries foresaw the need to protect a spot where people could come and learn about the special place where we live and how to help protect it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hart, have you had a whole bunch of people coming with you?
Out there?
Yeah.
No, I normally go by myself. I just like to just soak it in. And when I go out there to see Miss Barbara, I just enjoy just being in the atmosphere all by itself. But I need to tell you this: we couldn't do that. I couldn't have done that. She couldn't have done that by herself. She had her team. I have my team. The Dr. David Moore, the superintendent, the assistant superintendent, Mrs. Dampier, Pamela Dampier. Then we have Dr. Paula Lewis, and the one that really has been doing all the footwork is Mrs. Shannon Bass. She's been doing all the footwork for us. And it was just an idea. The two of us got together, myself and Ms. Barb got together on an idea. And I believe that this whole county one day will be able to spend time out there and it become an annual event where everybody get to just go out there and just have a
relax and have
relaxed
a great
atmosphere.
I mean, really, the benefits are so tremendous. We are naturally connected to our environment, and when we spend time in it and get in those rhythms, it just, reduces our stress, our cortisol, increases the feelings of well-being, and, reduces feelings of overwhelm. There's just so many studies that show how beneficial it is. So Nature RX, that's what we call it. And we do have a whole wellness series of programs there that people might not be aware of. So we do Qigong, yoga, walking meditation, forest therapy. And so there will be a free showcase of all of those things going on for the community that day on October 22nd. So they can check out our website or the social media. So the website is discoverelc.org.
Okay.
And there's a time schedule, which, times each of those things are happening.
Wonderful.
So you can come try them out and see if it's something you might want to come do weekly or as you can.
Well, we're going to have to take a short break for a word from our sponsors, but I can't wait to come back and hear a little bit more about each of those.
Okay, thanks.
Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
I love that I can sit in my car and wait for my appointment to renew my driver's license. No more lines, no hassle. Hey, I made my appointment online and it's going to alert me when it's my turn. Gotta go.
Hello, I'm Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. To help you get in and out faster, we are introducing our new customer service system. Here, you can make appointments, check in remotely, or choose to wait in your car or in our lobbies. You can access this system through our website, irctax.com, and we look forward to seeing you.
Waves Auto Spa, known as Vero's fastest and finest. A car wash known for their quality equipment and attention to detail by a friendly and courteous staff. Waves offers soft cloth technology, and a top-notch detail center will help preserve the value of your car. Waves now offers windshield chip repair, and in most cases, it doesn't cost you a dime. Spend less time and get a better quality experience for you and your car at Waves Auto Spa, US 1 Vero Beach, across from Kmart Plaza. Open 7 days a week.
Don Baker, a blind young man, moved into his own apartment against the wishes of his overprotective mother. Jill Tanner, the free-thinking woman next door, takes a liking to him and his spotless apartment. As they begin a closer relationship, Don's mother enters to help her son navigate his new life. Butterflies Are Free is a funny, touching, and emotional play about the risks that go with loving someone. Don't miss Butterflies Are Free, October 25th through November 13th at Riverside Theater. Get tickets at riversidetheater.com.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. If you're just joining us, my name is Vicki Soule, and I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. That's the place around town that you see all of the TCCH emblems, the nice orange round waves that are making access more available to folks. And just to make that clear, we accept all kinds of insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, Blue Cross, Aetna, Cigna, all of those things. And we have a sliding fee scale for folks that either don't have any insurance or the deductibles are very high. And so a free assessment by one of our health navigators will tell you before you ever have to make an appointment how we can help you. We're big on preventative care. So again, if you haven't got a primary care provider yet, give us a call. Let us help you. Your health is very, very important. as evidenced by our guests today, who are wild about wellness, Barbara Schlitt from the ELC and Wilfred Hart from the School District of Indian River County. And we're talking about the event on October 22nd, first-time event, but not the first time that the ELC has hosted, folks. You have so many things going on. We did a partial list ahead of time in terms of the benefits of being just walking around on the 64-acre campus and all the boat and water-related activities. But, you know, I think about the folks like my parents that used to live with us. They were more than a little reluctant to go any place that didn't have paved sidewalks. They were desperately afraid of falling. How do you deal with those folks, Barbara?
We are fortunate to have the all-terrain walkers and wheelchairs available for free checkout. So you just ask at the Welcome Center desk, and they'll give you one of those. And the people that use them say, you know, they are really easy to use, and it makes getting around easy for them. So we hope people come try that out.
So are they like the supermarket carts that you drive yourself?
No, they're not electric.
Okay.
So you have to have somebody to push your wheelchair if you are in a wheelchair. Some people don't, and we have pushed people, but if we have a spare person, we will. But they just have the fat tires, which are good for the outdoors.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see people with walkers with the little tennis balls on them.
Oh, yes.
But that, too, doesn't work very well in the gravel and sand. So, and the parking lot, is there plenty of parking for those folks up close?
We have handicapped parking right in front.
Okay.
Plenty of it.
Go ahead.
You know, while you were talking, I'm thinking about Hart. Big old, see, you didn't know about Hart. Imagine that was on the campus on October the 22nd, and that's dealing with TCCH. TCCH, I'm sitting here thinking that it will make we're projecting over 700 people to be there. Now, that could be a win-win for TCCH as well as ELC and the school district.
So what Mr. Hart's referring to is this mobile vehicle that we acquired late last fall. And I don't know why they call it an aardvark. I guess because they want to be first in the listing of something. I don't know. But it is a little bit different than the mobile health vans that you see around town. It actually comes apart sort of like Legoland, okay? The roof forms a ramp that you can come up from either side. And then we have 2 personal exam rooms in the back. But it also has windows so that, for example, we could do flu shots. Not that that's a major attraction, but, you know, as opposed to getting the flu, which a lot of folks are starting to get the symptoms this week.
You should bring it out if you can.
Yeah.
And it's new and beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is.
That would be great. I look forward to seeing it.
We will
Treasure Coast
do that.
Community Health is always expanding services, doing so much to serve our
Always
community.
trying to figure a way to get the access closer to people. And most of the mobile medical vans are like 40, 45 foot. And this is smaller. It's more like a box truck, but it literally unfolds. And so it expands and gives us the room that we need. So you'll be seeing that around town. We, like many businesses, we have not had as many workers as we'd like to do all the things that we want to do. So that leads me to ask you, in such a beautiful environment, you must be swamped with volunteers.
We need more volunteers. We can't do the work that we do without a really strong volunteer force. And, you know, some people stopped volunteering when COVID came around and they haven't come back. And some of our volunteers are seasonal. No. So we have, you know, probably 15 to 20 different types of volunteer roles, from helping with kids programs or being a touch tank volunteer, being a concierge in the Welcome Center, a paddler for our canoe events, landscape. You can imagine it's a lot of work to maintain the place. And so we have some that just come and help with that. But yeah, if age 14 and up, students can get their volunteer hours there. The volunteer application's right on our website at discoverelc.org.
And of course, the question is always, well, do you have a minimum number of hours that you expect us to volunteer?
No.
And how long is the orientation?
So there is about an hour-long orientation, and then you choose which volunteer jobs you want to do, and then you'll work with somebody doing that until you feel comfortable, and then do it on their own. And we don't require a minimum, but after your fourth time is when you get your shirt and your badge. We want to make sure that people like it and are going to stay. And yeah, but it's really easy to work with our volunteer coordinator, Nancy, and she'll get you hooked right up.
Boy, I can't think of a nicer way to spend a morning volunteering someplace than there. And as you say, everything from being on the water, digging in the dirt, up at
or inside if you
prefer. Yeah, lots of different opportunities.
People can help with our art exhibits, or in the office with fundraising. Yeah, there's endless ways.
If you're not sure, come on out on October 22nd to the Wild About Wellness event. Or if you don't want to fight the crowds, you're open Monday through
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Can't beat that. So,
and volunteering is really good for your overall health and well-being too.
Absolutely. I hear of so many people, because I'm in that age bracket now, the senior citizen piece, that say, at a certain age you ought to be retiring. And over again, I see folks that retire and then, they're either looking for another job in 3 to 6 months because it's not what they thought it would be in terms of activity. And I understand that, because now you have the freedom. You don't have to get up every morning. But then you lose your routines of wellness, whether it's walking, or pulling weeds, or going to the store, or whatever it is you thought you would be doing 7 days a week.
We all want to have meaning and purpose in our lives. It's very crucial to have that. So, if you aren't connected somewhere, come.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that you will see a number of high schoolers through the school district coming out, or have you really been talking it up more on the elementary side?
I think that we've been talking more up on the elementary side, middle school. I would love to see high school and parents, especially the father figures. I would love for them to come out. On this past week, we had something there at ELC, and we saw quite a few fathers with their children out there. That the school district did something with Environmental Learning Center last Saturday.
Okay.
And so we want to see more fathers. And we're starting to push that now. Wherever we go, we're talking about fathers. Come to the PTA meetings. Fathers do this. Fathers do that.
There's a lot of single fathers raising their children. It's not just single moms.
Amen. And also, you'll get a chance to meet the superintendent of school. Many folks have never really met him.
Oh, so he's going to be out there on the 22nd? He's going to be
there as well.
Wonderful.
And his team.
All right. So, Barbara, you have a Facebook page?
We do. So just go to Environmental Learning Center on Facebook. We also do Instagram.
And they can follow you so that these new announcements that might be coming?
Yeah, we have so much going on.
Yeah,
you just sign up for our digital monthly newsletter, and that has, we probably have 30 activities every month.
That's
so
amazing.
All ages.
No wonder you need more volunteers. That's quite the agenda. Well, thank you both very much for being here today. I do hope that you guys can find a few minutes between 10 and
1 on
Okay.
October 22nd.
Okay, no food there.
There's a food truck.
Okay. I always think about food at lunchtime.
And Wild Time is
can you do some things there too?
Doing some things there too. So they can get some refreshments there while they're there.
Come on out, see the site. Talk it up, make plans to come back again and again.
You'll be glad you did.
Can you rent the boat?
Yeah, you can do private pontoon. You can rent the facility.
Any questions? Call or send them an email.
Okay.
And thank you so much for being with us till the end. Can't wait to talk with you again next week. Take care.